Hi, friends. I'm Meeta Walia, the club editor of Rotary Club of Calcutta Avyanna, and today I'm in conversation with none other than our past president, Mandira Mukherjee. Hello, Mandira,
Hello.
and welcome to this chit chat session of the newsletter.
Thank you, Meeta. I'm really honored to be here.
So, Mandira, you are an accomplished businesswoman and with Godrej for now almost 20 years. The only woman entrepreneur, I should say, who is dealing with all the Godrej products. Uh, I have heard you have won many awards as a businesswoman. Could you throw light on that, please?
Well, not as a businesswoman, but in Godrej, I have been the top dealer in India 3 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like in a fraternity of about 550 dealers India wide. So that's like, I think it's a good thing.
Of course, it is a fantastic accomplishment.
Yes.
You are being humble about it, I must say. You have been extremely active in your life. Were you always like this?
Yes, as far as I can remember, I was very involved in a lot of other than studies. I was involved in all other extracurricular activities. But at this stage of my life, I wish I had paid more attention to studies.
So, as a child, tell me, were you very naughty or were you a
I
quiet
don't.
child?
I wasn't quiet, but neither was I naughty. But I was always very creative child, and my early childhood was in Shillong, and then we shifted to Calcutta, and then I in school also I was in uh, drama, dance, and doing all sorts of things, stealing mangoes from the from the trees,
That is naughty.
making achar, আর তারপরে getting punished সারাদিন প্রিন্সিপালের অফিসের সামনে দাঁড়িয়ে থাকা, all that kind of stuff happened. That's why I said, I wish I had paid more attention to studies those days.
Right. Well, Mandira, you are an accomplished businesswoman. You are a great foodie
Yes, that I
and
am.
you cook extremely well yourself. So, you wear so many hats. Tell me, which one do you like the best?
Well, eating food. I wish I didn't have to work for eating food, but I have to work. And I enjoy my work also. I work with Godrej. And now, I've been there for almost 20 years. So I kind of rule over everybody nowadays in Godrej, other than they are my boss, actually.
20 years is a
Yes.
long time.
Yes, 20 years I have been with them. And in their whole India fraternity, I'm the only woman distributor for Godrej.
Fantastic, fantastic. And congratulations on that. Mandira, you, along with your husband Pradeep, uh, run a farm in the outskirts of the city, if I'm not
Right.
wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. And on that farm, you are so close to nature. But here in the city, and as a businesswoman with Godrej, the life is very different. How do you juggle the two lives?
Farm life is kind of a break from the city life, which we generally do over the weekend. But I also have a farm on my rooftop, on my veranda. So my husband runs the bigger one, but I have one Karela tree which grew 12 Karelas this time. Then I have one or two potatoes which are growing in my
So when we
tub.
want to have Karela or potato, your place, your house is the place to come to.
Yeah, so apart from doing my business in the morning, I do all this. So that's kind of a stress buster also. So মানে আমার কোন গাছে কি লাগবে, potassium লাগবে, কার nitrogen লাগবে, this is what I do in the morning. And so I grow a little bit of stuff, and then it's always a competition. আমার আলু my potatoes grew better, or his in a big piece of land grew better. Then I do lettuce in the tub and all that. সেগুলো হচ্ছে আমার বাড়ির মধ্যে, my small activities. But farm is generally taken care of by Pradeep, not me.
Great, great. So, Mandira, on your farm, I have seen you entertain both friends from abroad. as well as local friends equally well.
Yeah.
How do you manage that?
I
Without a
have.
hitch, I mean.
No, I have been very lucky because my husband had business with Germany. And my first exposure to the Western world was that I was living with Germans in Germany, with Italians in Italy, with Dutch people in Holland. So, and they have also come to our house, almost for last, say, 30, 35 years when there was no infrastructure. You couldn't even get a proper cheese here. So they know how to make dal roti or a dal roti khete jane, and they are very used to it. And in my house also, now I have an infrastructure where they are very free to come and go. They can make their own sandwich. I have juice in the fridge. They just do their own stuff. So they live their life. Whenever I have time, I go with them, or I don't go with them. I give them the driver car, and then they move around or whatever. So it's like a very good ecosystem
Good to know
that has
that.
been developed over last 30, 35 years. And we have many foreign friends. So they keep coming, and through them also we know some more people.
Right.
And we also, whenever we are there, they host us. So it's a
Great.
good understanding by now.
Great. So, what do you remember most about your growing up days, Mandara?
My growing up days, again, like my mother is from Delhi and my father is from Rajasthan. So,
Oh,
yeah, so I practically had no relatives in Calcutta. So, during summers or puja time, they would come. And then, those days, there was not so much of infrastructure, so we would all sleep on the floor. There is only one toilet, so 15 people using one toilet.
but that was really a
That was,
stressless time.
but less stressful,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
dal roti was being made, or a tamangsho bhat, that kind of a stuff. And we would all sit around, and great adda, and cousins would come. In the summer, in fact, in the summer, my father would put up a tent, and all cousins would sleep, because when many people came, and since we had no other relatives in Calcutta, to chhate ekta, he would put up a tent
Acha.
with a fan, and we would all sleep on the floor. Can you think that at this age, a teenager would do that?
True,
It's
true.
impossible.
Where they don't even have the time to.
Even if they have time, no, nowadays people wouldn't even come and stay with you. They would rather, even I would rather go and stay in a hotel. If I would think of going to somebody's house and sleep on the floor, right?
Yeah, they would be, if they had time, the teenagers today would be watching the screen
Yeah.
rather than read a book.
And also, we used to stay, as I said, আমার দিল্লির cousins রা এসছে, রাজস্থানের cousins রা এসছে, and we would all be sleeping next to each other in
How
the big
nice.
line, 5 জন 6 জন. We are just sleeping next to each other. And at night, who is kicking whom would be the discussion next morning. He kicked me, she kicked me, and that kind of stuff. And it would happen every year.
Oh, great fun.
Every year it would happen.
So you
And-
have good memories of your
Yeah,
childhood.
and my mother had an open house, and I got it in, I think, Virasat mein mila mere ko. So I also have so many guests at my place also. all the
Very
time.
nice, very nice. और क्या विरासत में मिला मंदिरा आपको?
और क्या मिलेगा विरासत में? Cooking, my mother was a great cook. But
That
of course,
definitely.
because she didn't have so much of exposure like I had in the foreign countries, or those days there were no YouTube or anything. So her cooking was mostly Punjabi, Rajasthani. My grandmother, she would, all my life I've eaten curry chawal and gatte ki sabji, sanganeri ke saag, like a true Marwadi.
Right.
And till my grandmother was alive, papar, besan used to come from Jodhpur, because till the day she died, she said that ekhane loke, they don't know what is a besan and they don't know what is a papar.
I believe the Rajasthani papads are to die for.
Yes, nowadays you have all this Bikaner and all that. Those days you didn't have. So every time it would come from Jodhpur, because my grandmother was born and brought up in Ajmer.
Great.
So she would always want, and Sanganeri ki saag, even that used to come from Jodhpur or Ajmer, whoever would come.
That is why you speak the Hindi dialect so beautifully yourself.
And then I remember another thing. I remember all my cousins who would come, and we, whatever little bit of distant relatives we have in Calcutta, सुबह में हम किसी बंगाली के घर नहीं जाएंगे, सबके घर से मच्छी का बू आता है. So all that.
Oh, yeah, boo means she meant smell.
Smell, मच्छी का smell आता है.
The stink. Yeah, a lot of people think it is a good smell, those who eat.
Yeah, but my father's side, my grandmother's father settled in Ajmer. So it has been so long that they are now Marwadis.
True.
They are no longer Bengalis.
True. Where you are, there you become.
I lived in Calcutta all my life since I was 10. So I am more like this. But my cousins and all back in Rajasthan, they hardly can speak Bengali.
So, Mandira, we were talking about teenagers and them using the mobile phone very often these days. In fact, no time for books. Tell me, for you, what would you choose? Books or the screen?
Books. I'm an avid reader.
Great.
Anywhere you drop me, like a doctor's place or wherever, I have to wait. If I have a book, I don't mind waiting. If I don't have a book, I drive everybody crazy. Like, oh, where is the doctor? Why isn't he coming? This. Wherever I have to wait, any place, I need a book. I have a book, I'm done.
So, are you a coffee person or a tea person?
Total coffee.
Oh, so
no tea for me.
Okay, so you don't believe in tea therapy, do you?
No. Cheers. Cheers to coffee.
Cheers to coffee.
Cheers to coffee.
I'm also a coffee person.
Yeah, out and out coffee.
So we gel well.
Out and out.
Mandira, if you were told to choose between high heels and flats for comfort, what would you choose? High heels for style.
You see, old age. I cannot say high heels with my 2 artificial knees.
But at one time,
One time, of course. High heels. I was slim and lithe and I could afford.
Oh, beautiful Mandira.
Then food took over me, and then I grew in size. I mean, width-wise. So the heels came smaller and smaller. Now I have to be on flats.
True, I understand. If you were told to become somebody for a day, who would you like to be? Fictional or real, whatever.
For a day. When I was young, there was one singer, I used to love her. Her name was Sinia O'Connor. She would do a lot of country songs, and she had a shaven hair, and she used to wear long this thing. Somehow I liked her very much.
So
I cannot even croak, so I would love to be her. And
look-wise.
Music-wise.
Music-wise.
She had such an amazing voice. Her eyes were like so good. She wasn't very famous. I don't know, maybe you know Sinia O'Connor. That's a name that came to my mind.
So if country song, you are saying, you prefer soothing music or music that is...
soothing.
Soothing music.
Of course, 80s, 90s.
Great.
Grateful Dead and Guns N' Roses and Simon and Garfunkel. My favorite.
Yes.
And of course, R.D. Burman, where we are sitting, we have to pay homage. R.D. Burman.
Yes, R.D. Burman. We are in the Panchamera Addai Cafe
That's
today.
That's what I'm saying. We are sitting here and we cannot forget him.
Yes, and the owner Amrita has very kindly and courteously given us this place today.
Thank you, Amrita,
for conducting a chit chat session. And we are really thankful to Amrita and grateful that she agreed to all that we told her. And here we are today conducting this interview.
And having great coffee.
Yes, having great coffee. And also, Mandira, we have found out so many things about you which we did not know before, and thank you for letting out the cat out of the bag. And as past president of Rotary Club of Calcutta Avyanna, Mandira, of women's Rotary Club, What do you think is the role of women today in society?
Role of the women today, yesterday, and tomorrow, I think will be almost the same, as I think we are responsible for guiding the society and let it grow and emancipation. So that should come from the women always. And that is our role. And we should not always, emancipation, women's emancipation, as far as I'm concerned, does not always mean that we say no to everything. We should also learn to adjust,
True, very true.
and I'm not saying that every situation for every person is different. So there is no kind of one rule that this is how you should adjust, and 40% adjust and beyond 40% don't adjust. So every person should be given that intelligence, and we as mothers or teachers or whatever, we should let a child make that decision, that this is how much we have to adjust and what we can adjust. And beyond that, because every person has different levels of adjustments, that is the decision that we should make. And if we can make that decision, we will be able to make a more cohesive society. It is, I mean, a lot of places I always see when I meet people and all that, adjustment, no, no, no. Why not?
Right.
Everywhere you have to adjust, right? If you are walking on the street, it's not the rainy time, the rain comes, you cannot say I will not adjust to the rain.
Exactly.
Rain, go away. Rain will not go
Life
away.
is adjustment.
Yeah,
The second,
rain will not go away. You have to go and find a shelter, right?
true, true.
So, similarly, adjustment is not always your ego thing. It is like finding a shelter. So, and how much that shelter will be is absolutely on that individual. But we must tell our kids, boys and girls both, that you have to be wise enough and intelligent enough to realize and get that shelter in your life.
True, very true. Tell me, Mandira, your tenure as president, how was it, a president of a women's run Rotary Club?
Great.
And what do you remember which is closest to your heart? What is closest to your heart?
Uh, when I was the president, and at that time, or maybe a little before that, or I don't remember exactly, I had read in some article in some paper or in some magazine that a lot of girls, they drop out of schools during after menstruation because lack of toilets. So that is one thing that I had in my mind, and I had actually built a lot of toilets. In fact, in one of our members' school,
So we tried to fulfill a need
yeah,
during your
she
tenure.
has Chandre, as you know,
Yes.
she was a teacher in a school which has about 400 or 500 girls.
Yeah, by the way, viewers, Chandri is another past president of our
Yeah.
club.
So her school had 500 girls, and they had toilets with no water.
Oh,
When I first started building.
Very
So the
difficult.
first thing I did was I built 3 toilets, and we had also applied for CSR funds. Unfortunately, that did not materialize in my tenure, but during Chandre's tenure,
Which was after yours?
after mine. So with that CSR fund, I built completely 14 toilets in that school. Totally breakdown of the place, doing the all plumbing thing, and then we built. So similarly, in my tenure, I had built toilets in about 5, 6 schools, which is like a drop in the ocean. Also, may not be a drop also, but that gave me, and I had picked mostly the girls' schools. So
But as they say, Mandira, boon boon se sagar.
boon boon se. So I would think that all the coming presidents would at least build 4 toilets in schools, so that some
we can
people don't
cover
drop
as
out,
much as possible.
whatever little bit. So this is something that I really liked, And then Angrezi Medium was another very successful project where I had students from America teaching people in Hingalganj. So that was another very
Fantastic.
successful
Yes, that was a
project.
fantastic initiative. So, to wind up, Mandira, what one thing would you like to tell a lady or a member of the club who herself wants to become president in the future?
See, it's being a president is a very, very enjoyable thing. And it's like your wedding day. For a year, like on your wedding day, all focus is on you.
That is
So
well
that's for
explained.
one day. And for 1 year, all focus is on you. So, I mean, that's a thing that one should enjoy the focus. But again, with the focus comes a lot of responsibilities.
Of
And I
course.
would always say that don't choose numbers, choose quality. Do 4 projects, 5 projects, 6 projects, but do 6 meaningful projects instead of doing 16 nonsense projects. And it's not a game of numbers, it is for everybody. I would say it's not a game of numbers, it's ultimately your satisfaction. So today I can say that, even if I go to a school, say after 5 years, those toilets are still there.
Exactly. So, you leave a lasting
So you leave
impact
a lasting impact.
on the
So
community. Yeah,
yeah, so you do
absolutely.
something there where you can go after 5 years and they will say that, yes, madam, you had done this job.
So, quality over quantity is what Mandira professes. And with that, I thank you, Mandira, for a lovely tete a tete with me. And again, we will meet very soon.
Thank you, Meeta. Thank you for calling me, and it's been real pleasure having this session.
We have today with us Sonali Mehrotra, a very valued member, and I'm glad she has been able to come after taking out time from her busy schedule to be here with us in the chit chat session today. This chit chat session, as you know, Sonali, is a segment in the newsletter. When did you join Rotary?
I joined Rotary in 2023. It's 2 years back almost, a bit more than 2 years. And it has been a beautiful journey so far. I'm very grateful to be a part, and it's an extreme fortunate um, state.
Well, almost 2 years since you joined, but we still need to know more about you because there's always something to know, something interesting to know. So tell me, how were your formative days, your childhood, your growing up years?
My growing up years were very different from what I am right now. I was a tomboy, absolutely into sports, games, flying kites, playing marbles. Studying was my last priority, and I just grew up looking up at the sky, watching kites fly higher and higher. And perhaps that's what inspired me once I grew up and I realized what life has for me and how far I have to go in the life. So I had inspired to be a doctor because I wanted to serve the people, but I never had the dedication to study, to be very honest. So I had got wanted. I never got selected. My parents were not for me becoming a doctor. They never wanted me, coming from an orthodox, conservative, small town family. They wanted me to get married once I graduate, and so I was. It happened.
So the traditional outlook, your
Yes.
parents always had a traditional outlook.
Yes, but my in-laws, my husband were very supportive, and my husband, like I was always in for more and more education, and my husband pushed me towards it. So I did fashion designing, I did jewelry designing, I did import-export courses, and I then started my own retail outlets, my own label. I became a fashion designer.
Fantastic.
I worked for almost 20 years. And at the same time, my wish to serve people did not end. I came into pranic healing and I started healing people. So, in a way, I did not become a medical doctor, but I became a spiritual doctor.
Great, great.
And
And that satisfies you a lot?
oh, it's the like I feel I have Like tomorrow, if I have to leave the world, I have no complaints, no
Oh.
unfulfilled wishes, and I'm content. I'm very happy. So nothing in my life went as I wished. So I always felt there's a divine power which is always guiding me and always clear new path for me, and which took me where I had to be, where I am right now. See, I never, this was never in my I mean in my books that I would give an interview for Rotary, or I would join Rotary, and Rotary is another platform for me to do the service.
So, do you
So
always plan your life out or your day out, or do you just are impromptu about it
no,
and
I do plan. I
spontaneous?
have my wishes, I have my to do list, and I do that. Honestly, I'm a very, very strong believer in God, and I'm very connected to Him. So when I plan my day, I plan my list, I tell Him, if this is your wish, let it happen. Or else I'm happy the way you wish it for me. So that is how I live my every day. I plan it and I leave it to Him. What is the best for me? You do it for me today. So, I'm happy if it is happening. I'm more happy if it is not happening, because I have lived half a century now. And so far, my life has been good, though I have not planned a single event of
Sonali,
it.
let me tell you, that's not enough. We want much more of you. And of course, there will be a lot more of you. You come across as a very quiet person, calm, quiet. And what you are saying about your childhood is
Yeah.
just the opposite. How, how do you see yourself now? Is this the better side of you? Or was that naughtiness, that tomboyishness?
See, this is certainly a better part of me because I'm more matured. What I do, I know. Then we were child. We did things out of innocence,
You're more
and
grounded now. You feel more
yeah, I'm
grounded.
more grounded. I can analyze situations. I know what is right and wrong. I'm not impulsive anymore. And I can take decisions on my own. Then, I knew I had to fly kites. I knew I had to play games. But had I also known I had to study hard to get through, I would have done that.
True, true,
So
true. We mature as we
I'm
grow.
more
Yeah,
matured.
true.
Yeah.
Sonali, you have you always been in Kolkata?
No, I come from a small town which is very famous now, Prayagraj in Allahabad,
Uh-huh.
and I'm very proud to say that I am from Allahabad, where we have had some of the very famous celebrities and prime ministers. I feel proud of my birthplace.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, what is the difference you see between Allahabad and big city like Kolkata? Do you feel lost, or do you feel yes, you belong here?
I was very lost in the beginning when I came here because I was married pretty early, and when I could not place my world,
How early was that?
that was 21 years old. So
Okay. Mhm.
I just finished my graduation, and within, I would say, 2 3 months I got engaged and we got married. So it was very unlike the system which is there now, and I was very lost because I had plans to become a doctor, if not medical, then at least a PhD doctor, and
Uh-huh.
everything was shattered. Like I was told, you go to your susural now and let your husband and family decide. So I had that fire inside me, but I never spoke myself out. So had I told my father, no, I want to do MSc, I want to do PhD, and then I want to get married, perhaps he would have listened because he was very cooperative. But yes, like the ritual we have, the customs that you marry off your daughter.
होनी
So
को कौन टाल सकता है?
so I was
Something
very
like that,
lost
yeah.
when I came here because my family, my in-laws here were still more orthodox. Like perhaps I felt I was living in the ancient part of the century. But yes, I adjusted for them and they adjusted for me. They loved me, and perhaps they are still blessing me from the heavens wherever they are. They paved the way out for me. In my
Right.
family, a lady who had never left the house alone. I traveled the world to do my exhibitions. I ran a
What
chain of retail
exhibitions did you hold?
stores. I had a chain of retail stores by the name Colors of India. I had graduated from NIFT.
So
After
that was
coming to
when you
Calcutta.
were in fashion industry.
Yes, when I came to Calcutta and my husband supported me. I had my baby, but still I was studying.
So you have one baby?
I have one son and one daughter.
Okay.
My son is married now.
Okay. And they are with you?
And no, they live abroad. They are in Europe and England. My son got married a few months back, 6 months back, and my daughter is in the final year of her law graduation. So they are on their own, and I feel free to do whatever I want. I've done all my duties well, I suppose. Now I'm living my life. I'm happy.
So what kind of life are you living? What makes you most happy about your life now?
I'm content.
Mm-hmm. That's
Tomorrow,
nice.
tomorrow, if I have to,
Well,
like,
don't say if I go away, because
yeah.
that's not what's going to be.
Means I'm content. I've had what I wanted. God is kind to give me what I need, and I certainly plan the way He takes out path for me, my husband. However, I tell them, see, I want to do this, and then I see the universe plan it for me.
So your husband, you would say, is your support system at
Exactly.
home.
Yes.
Yeah. And your children, are they happy that you are a Rotarian today?
Oh yes, they're very happy. In fact, just now my son called me to wish me good luck.
Oh,
Mama, you're going
that's
for your.
nice.
Yes, they're very, very supportive. And it's a mutual thing, I think. I've always supported them. And now it's their turn to support me because I think once you're 50 plus and your children have left you, you need a big, big support from your family.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And the beautiful family and friends I've got in Rotary. That's the amazing part and the bonus part, besides doing the service.
We are honored to hear that. What inspired you to join Rotary in the first place, Sonali?
I think I was born with it. I wanted to be a doctor, like I said before I got married. So I get very shaken with somebody's pain. I can't see somebody in pain or trouble. So I immediately want to help that person. If that person is within my reach, I can do that. But if he's not within my reach, then I have no grounds, no platform. So Rotary gave me a very good platform, and I try to do as much as I can. Maybe that's very less. There's lots more to go, but
So you came into Rotary with some expectation. Has Rotary lived up to that? Has your perception of Rotary changed after you have joined, or what was your perception before joining?
my perception is still on a bigger scale because for some, I can say that's a flaw in me. I don't dream small. I don't dream less. It has always been very big. So I really want to do on a bigger platform. I want Rotary to go still bigger and serve more people. We do pockets of services to people, but I would like us to reach a bigger number of people and serve a bigger area. I mean, Rotary is doing a very good job. And as far as my contribution is concerned, I'm not giving 100% maybe right now, but I do wish to do so.
So, what is that principle behind Rotary which resonates with you?
Everybody has the same intention. Everybody is here for service, and it's a selfless service.
Correct. Service above self is our motto.
Yes. And that is what I had been looking for, where you do something without getting something in return. That is what I have seen with the members.
Selfless. Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
because there are many organizations besides Rotary who do service. When I came into Rotary, I had the choice to go to any, but I chose Rotary because I felt after one and two meetings that I had people who thought about like me, whom I could mix well, because it's very important to be friends and to be at the same wavelength with the people you are working. So I found
True. You
all
have to be
that.
comfortable.
I found all that in Rotary, in a small family of Avyanna, and it's a beautiful family.
So, Sonali, which project is very close to your heart in these 2 years that you have been with the club?
Ankuran, the school that we have built up in the Dum Dum Correctional Home, that is closest to my heart
Why would you tell me that is
because
closest?
children are my heartbeat. I can't see them in pain.
Mm-hmm.
Like my children also when they were small, there were some hardships which I overcame, and I mean, I don't know, but it's just my heart cries when I see them. Who it might be even street children. I can't do everything for them. I don't even many times I don't go forward also to help them until unless I have a support like Rotary supports and all those things. But that thing they have no this it's not the fault at no fault of theirs they are present there.
They are within the four walls
Yeah.
of a correctional home.
So I simply and simply appreciate, I mean, in awe of this project which Rotary has done with the great efforts of a charter president and all the previous senior presidents and members who have come up with that project, who are doing such a noble work of, making working towards making better citizens whose parents are there uh, in the prisons behind the bars. So if we could make a difference and they could become better citizens, there's nothing like it. A drop in the ocean counts. So even if 10% of the children who are there, they become different and make presence in the society, it is commendable.
So you feel proud that we are not only pioneers, but we are even running the school, Ankuran.
Extremely proud. Extremely proud. No words for it.
Which other project would you name?
Next is the cervical vaccine cancer that we work for to make awareness in the schools and get the girls vaccinated. That is another big effort because anything we can do to improve the lives, to save the lives, is that's the next best karma, I would say.
Yes,
You can
true,
do.
very true. This year the motto is Unite for Good. We all know that. Uh, do you think that Rotary works better together?
Absolutely.
Because Unite for Good is uniting, getting together to create lasting impact or change on the society. It amplifies the impact.
Absolutely. That's the core, that's the foundation of Rotary. If you don't unite, I could have done anything alone. I could not do till I came here and I united with the members. So that's the base of the club. That's the foundation.
Okay, so some very quick response answers from you. Are you a night owl or are you a day person?
Night owl.
You are a night owl. Do you get your best ideas only late in the night?
Not necessary. I usually do, I get it after my meditations.
Okay,
That's
so that you do only in the evenings, is it? Or in the nights?
No, I do usually in the nights or sometimes in the afternoon because I need peace. I need no sound. So that's the most quiet time. So
Right.
I usually do a bit later in the nights
Right.
before going to sleep.
So, Sonali, tell me, you prefer comfort food or would you rather prefer gourmet indulgence?
Gourmets.
Okay, so you are experimental.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
you
fond of cooking also.
you are.
I I do a lot of experiments. I like my basic deshi food when it comes to hunger. If I'm very hungry, I need my basic food. But when I'm in a mood to enjoy and have fun, I like I love cooking spreads and making gourmet foods or going for tasting. So
Okay, so what would you choose? Quiet time or lively gatherings?
both. I need both. A lot of quietness is also not good, but to
So you strike a balance
and
between the
strike a
two.
balance. Yes.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
It was great talking to Sonali, our member, and again and again I thank her for taking out time and being here with us. Thank you, Sonali, for this wonderful, wonderful conversation that I had with you. Thank you so much. See you
Thank you so
soon.
much.
Hi, Dipanita.
Hi, Mitavi.
So happy to be in conversation with you. Dipanita is a valued member of our club. And when did you join the club, Dipanita?
Last year, December.
Last year, December. So
Yeah.
that's not been very long.
No, not
and
at
that
all.
is why we hardly know anything about you. Could you tell us how were your growing up years, your formative years?
Well, I was born in Kolkata, just to keep it short. But my growing up was in Prayagraj or Allahabad, as we call it. So after that, so my father was posted there. My schooling has entirely been in UP.
Okay.
And after that, I came here, did my graduation, post graduation, and then I was working, got married, and everything. So everything has happened here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was with corporate. I was with telecom basically for 25 years.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And you're still with telecom?
No, I'm not with telecom. Then I moved to social sector. So I was there with NGOs for 4 5 years.
Okay.
I still work with them on a freelance consultancy basis.
And what do you do there?
I'm mainly into projects, project execution, entire project kind of finalization, formation, customization.
Okay. So basically, you conceptualize the projects too?
Conceptualize, yes.
Fantastic.
And act as a bridge between the, say, the donor and the actual NGO or the operating NGO, the on-ground level person who is going to do the work. At times they don't know each other, or they are unable to really connect with each other because of different requirements that they might be having. So I kind of do that. I am the conduit between the two, and I customize the project as the donor would want it, and of course ensure that the beneficiary and the project is actually meaningful, fruitful. So that's
Fantastic. So kind of even need assessment is done by you.
yes.
That's great.
Yes.
That's great. Dipanita, at home, how is the atmosphere? Who all do you have at home?
So these days, nuclear family. My husband and I have a son. I have my father. My mother unfortunately has passed away, and my mother-in-law this side. So while we don't stay together, it's only me.
You
my
mean your
husband.
mother-in-law
No, my
doesn't?
mother-in-law doesn't stay with me, but it is basically close knit, and we keep on
Yeah,
meeting,
obviously.
interacting. So
Yeah.
and of course we are responsible for them. So that is the kind of I shall say slightly larger family that we have, but that's it. And I have my father's side. We have cousins and also that we're pretty close knit that side also. So that's what
That's
it is.
nice. That's
about it.
nice.
Yes.
So a lot of fun you all have within the family.
Yes, we
Yeah,
still
get
do.
togethers
We still
during
do.
festivals.
Yes. And I love organizing events and all. In fact, just my father's 85th birthday is coming up. So I've planned a little bit of something for him also.
Fantastic.
So I like doing that.
That's very
I
nice.
enjoy that.
Dipanita, your education was in Prayagraj, was it?
Yes, till class 12. And then I did my BSc from Kolkata, Calcutta University, and then MBA from Jaipur University. That's how it is.
Okay. So university has been here.
Yes.
University
Yes,
education,
yes.
school education
School
has
education
been in
has been
Prayagraj.
yes.
So diverse cultures.
Yes, extremely.
Yeah.
Extremely. So when I
How
first
have you
came
imbibed
to,
them?
when I first came to see, I was very much in touch with Kolkata because, as I told you, my father's side of the family, also my mother's maternal grandparents' side was here. So I used to come to Kolkata almost twice a year, and
Okay.
extremely close with them. So Calcutta was not new to me. But the Calcutta University education part of it, yes, that was very new to me. And that was a culture shock at times.
Right.
Especially JU was a complete culture shock, you know.
So how did you cope with it?
I don't know, I just kind of coped. Met some good people, had some good friends, and
I'm sure.
my parents were very supportive. So I did have initial some teething problems, but then they said that, okay, you know, just carry on. You will.
So
you'll
a
do
lot
fine.
of support at home
Yes, always, always.
and good friends kept you going.
Yes.
That's very
That
nice.
still does, I think.
You yourself are very adjusting. That's what we have noticed, Dipanita. Who do you take after?
I guess my mother on that front. But I think I am a little more adjusting than she is because I've worked and I've worked with various types of people.
So exposure, you mean?
Yes. So I've understood how to or to how to handle people.
Right.
And so when originally you have to initially you have to handle your superiors, then you have to handle your peers, then you have to handle your subordinates.
Yeah.
So as I grew the ranks, I understood that it is a very complex kind of scenario. Then there are external stakeholders which you need to handle, and then as we grow in a joint family, different people are very different. So I think that is something I kind of
it comes naturally.
How do you handle? How do you perceive how people feel? So I'm very quick to perceive people or the mood or the vibe.
Right.
And I would say I generally care. So if I see that it is not, the vibe is not good or something, I make the effort to kind of clear the air, have a
So, is
comfortable.
this caring nature of yours been, at the forefront while you were growing up?
Um, I don't know. I think it was basically so intrinsic. I never felt that I was anything extra or I was
It just
caring. Or
happened.
this is what I was.
It just
My
happened.
parents both are extremely, very, very, what should I say, kind, caring.
Oh, so that means it's in your genes.
Yes, maybe, possibly.
I'm sure.
They feel I am not as much as they are. They are extremely, yeah,
Yeah.
they're very caring people. So, as I said, I never thought that that's something, do I have it? I don't have it. But I just kind of,
Just
it was just there.
took
It
to
was
it.
just there.
It
was
was
just
just
there.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your son, how old is your son?
My son is 24.
24. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
You look 24 yourself.
No, I wish. No, no. He's 24 years old.
He's 24. So he is independent now?
Not really. He is still pursuing his professional degree. He's finished his MCom, and still pursuing a professional degree. So I think another year or two before he kind of gets independent. However, he's still very, I guess,
Dependent
attached.
on you?
I won't say dependent, attached. But of
Attached.
course, these days, kids, they are attached when they want to be. They're
Of
detached
course.
when they want to be.
Very convenient.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is there.
Right. So, Dipanita, since you have a caring nature, it's innate in you, as you say. What inspired you to join Rotary? Because Rotary is an network of service-minded people.
Yes.
So, how did it?
See, as I told you, I was in the social sector for about 4 years. I'm still with them. And I found it very, very satisfying. After hardcore corporate for 25 years, I thought that this work leaves a lot of satisfaction in you. And while this happened, Rotary got mentioned, and I was asked whether you want to be a part. So I just thought, okay, let me carry on. I thought that it is important to be with an organization where you can make some structured impact, where there's some structure and you can make some lasting impact.
Correct.
Not just ad hoc charities here and there,
Right,
you
right. That's important.
yes. So that is where that is where my focus was, and therefore I thought, okay, let's try out Rotary.
Yes, why not?
Yes.
When did you join? You said last December. So from then to now, how has your perception of Rotary changed? In fact, what was your perception before joining, and now what do you think about it?
Honestly, I did not come with any kind of bias or perception. I
That's
knew
great.
Rotary was a big organization and it does a lot of work, and I've seen their work, but I had no idea what the inside is. Joining Rotary has been, this club especially, has really been very fulfilling and fun. So I get to meet people who I would say they are all achievers in their own fields, and I like that. I like being with people with whom I can learn, I can develop, I get
Absolutely.
new exposures. So
Company
I enjoy
matters.
that. I enjoy that.
Company matters, yes.
So, in addition to being able to do something which possibly leaves a good impact, uh, this company is, I think, very nice, very good, and it is fun. So you have fun and you work.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the best combination one
Best
can have.
combination.
That's
True.
the
true.
best combination. one can have.
Dipanita, I would say the today are you think you are playing a fulfilling role in this Rotary, which is an all women's Rotary? Or do you think there's much more that you have to contribute and can contribute? Of course, one learns as one goes,
Yes.
and the learning never stops.
Yes,
But with what you have come to the table,
No, I definitely feel that there is a lot more to contribute. There is a lot more to learn also. I'm still in that learning phase. I've not been able to devote as much time as possibly I would like to. But having said that, I think I'm trying to do the best possible, and then managing
I'm sure.
both sides. And with time, I hope I'll be able to make a some good contribution.
Oh yes, you have been a familiar face in most of the meetings, and
Thank you.
and we are very happy about that. You've joined just recently.
Yes.
December is not long time back,
No.
and here you are visible everywhere. That's fantastic. Deepanita, just on a lighter tone, a quick answer. Would you like gourmet food, or would you like to stick to traditional, whatever you are used to?
Um, Possibly what I'm used to.
So traditional, yes.
Yeah, I'm not very experimental about food. So I guess I would like to. While I like gourmet, but it has to be within my area of what I like. So,
Of course, of course. I
that's
mean,
about it.
food is taste is something
Yes,
which is your very own.
Yes.
Yeah, and also, Deepanita, are you a night person or a day person?
I guess a day person.
A day person.
Yes.
So you get your best ideas in the daytime.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you a good cook too?
Yes. I'm a
Would
good
you like
cook.
to
I like.
elaborate on what you do at home in regards to cooking?
Well, I don't cook regularly, but I enjoy cooking, and I enjoy watching good recipes, especially recipes that are healthy, need less oil, etc. Because I'm slightly health conscious, and I one thing I really like is old recipes which Ma used to make or Dida used to make,
Right,
which have
right.
which you may find these days on YouTube's, but their special expertise, the nuances of their
Yeah.
cooking.
যেটা বলে হারিয়ে
Yeah,
গেছে।
like pithe just happened. Yeah, pithe
Oh
time.
yes.
So I still like to carry on with that, so that I don't forget, and I remember how she made it and how it would taste. So just that kind of stuff.
So Deepanita, on a lighter note, some really rapid answer questions. Quiet evenings or lively gatherings? What do you
Lively
prefer?
gatherings.
Lively gatherings. So you yourself are a lively person. Book in hand or screen in
Book
hand?
anytime.
Anytime it is the book.
Anytime book.
Fantastic. So, would you be comfortable in high heeled shoes or flats?
Flats. Unfortunately, I would love to wear high heels.
I don't think it's unfortunate. We all, at this point of our life, want to wear comfortable shoes, definitely. So thank you, Deepanita. It was wonderful talking to you. And Deepanita is a very caring person, as she just said. And we really need such caring people in our club. Thank you, Deepanita, for taking out time for
Thank you,
this today.
Mitali. It was a
And
pleasure.
see you soon.
Yes.